Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about things a narcissist might do when you go no contact. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, this channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. So a few things a narcissist might do when you end the relationship between you and them. When you go no contact or limited contact and grey rock, no longer playing the narcissist games. When the narcissist can no longer get any form of reactions from you because you recognise their behaviour for what it is. You recognise the game they are playing. Many narcissists can then up their games as they feel entitled to gain attention or gain that reaction from you. It can be an incredibly scary or draining place when you finally do stand up for yourself and stop playing into the narcissist's hands to realise that they escalate their behaviour. When it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, your safety always comes first. It's extremely beneficial for you to go no contact or grey rock. However, when you start, it can cause some dramatic times. Sometimes we fall off the wagon, contact them, asking them to stop, asking them to understand how they are hurting us, pleading with them to stop, or we react. And that plays straight into the narcissist's hands. Asking a narcissist not to do the things they are doing either criticises their entitlement of what they are allowed to do or gives them the ammunition to do it all the more to us. Don't worry if you do fall off the wagon and start trying to explain yourself to them or react to them. Most of us do it. Just go back to doing grey rock or no contact and no reaction. It's hard learning to go no contact with those who raised you. You have expectations, yet not the reality of who they truly are. It's hard going no contact with people. It's hard going limited contact and grey rock. It's going against your belief system and your nature. However, as you observe the narcissist's patterns of behaviour and gain the understanding of who they are as a person, it becomes easier. When it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, trying to deal with them can make our life incredibly hard. Stepping away from them can actually make our life harder. However, in the long run, life becomes a lot easier. It's just a process, a step that we have to go through to get to that easy side. Sometimes we have to do what's hard to make our life easy. By doing what we believe is easy at the time, by pleasing the narcissist, by staying around the narcissist, believing it's going to make our life easier in the long run makes our lives a lot harder. So here are a few things a narcissist might try after you go no contact or after you go limited contact and grey rock to watch out for. Number one, you might get bombarded with lots of annoying messages and phone calls. If you block them, they might start using other numbers. They might start messaging you through eBay. They might start sending money into your bank. If you stick with no contact, they will switch tactics. 2, they might suddenly appear to be extremely sorry and come across remorseful, suddenly understanding all the pain that they have caused you, claim they love you and they care about you, that they would never ever hurt you like that again. When that doesn't work, many will change their manipulation tactics. 3, They may go on one big rant accusing you of everything they've just apologised to you for. They might come at you with all those "if you hadn't, you shouldn't," so that they can shift the blame over to you for their behaviour, so they can remove the feelings of shame for their behaviour. If you stick to not giving them any form of reaction, they might switch tactics again. 4, they might smear your name to anyone and everyone who will listen. That's if they haven't already smeared your name. Most narcissists will be smearing your name long before the relationship is even over. They'll be telling others you did to them precisely what they did to you. And then when you reach out, people don't always believe you. Why it's always best just to stay out of the smear campaign and leave the gossips to it. You find out who your friends are a lot sooner, and you find out who the gossips are a lot sooner. You also find out who the narcissist flying monkeys and enablers are a lot sooner by just staying out of it, leaving everybody to it. The gossip also dies down a lot faster. 5, they might make sure you hear about the smear campaign in the hope that you reach out and ask them to stop, or they may verbally attack you. This is when you have to stick to giving them no reaction. Remember, it's that reaction they are seeking. They much prefer positive attention. However, if they feel like they're losing control over someone, they will go after negative attention. They will go after trying to get back at you. A narcissist is seeking revenge because you're no longer living life on their terms. You're no longer doing exactly what they want you to do. 6, most narcissists often jump straight into a new relationship, and they could choose a friend, a relative, or a neighbour and make sure that you find out about it. 7, they might stalk you, either with fake social media accounts or suddenly driving past where you live or where you work. 8, they might send their flying monkeys to get in touch with you, or if you've blocked them on everything, they might suddenly start messaging you through Netflix. Some have been known to deposit that small amount of change into your bank account with a short message. Do not accept any new friend requests, especially if you don't know who they are. Many are just online surveillance cameras for the narcissist. 9, the narcissist might come by early hours in the morning, banging on the door, throwing stones at windows, revving the car engine. 10, they then might just ignore you completely, hoping that their silent treatment gets the reactions from you. Again, stick to no contact, stick to no reaction. Leave them to fall silent. With some narcissists will leave you alone once you've left them alone, because they believe that they are that special that eventually you will crack and you will approach them. So stick to no contact. 11, the narcissist might suddenly develop an illness or claim one of their family members has an illness to play on your sympathy. 12, if you have children, they might threaten to do court action to take the children from you. Every time you set a boundary, they might threaten court on you. 13, if you try to get the children any outside help or support, they will try to stop you. They will threaten you for trying to help their children. They will threaten you for trying to help your children. 14, they might suddenly want to start swapping days and times of seeing the children, and they might let the children down without letting you know. So you always have to have a backup plan for the children and do not react to the narcissist. They have let the children down because they feel entitled to do as they please, and if they can get at you in the process to a narcissist, it's win-win. Leave them to do what they want to do, and you do what you need to do. 15, they will smear your name to the children. Just put your time and effort into the children. Do not contact, do not react. 16, they might damage your car. They might damage your belongings. 17, the narcissist might keep your belongings, those that are sentimental to you, so you reach out to them to get them back. The narcissist will keep playing games with you. Sometimes it's best just to let those belongings go, or see if you can contact a friend or a family member to get them, or contact the authorities to get them. 18, they might try to date your partner's ex. If you move on and start dating someone new, even if it's years later, they might try to date your new partner's ex to get at the both of you. 19, they might try to get you out of the home, even if it's their children's home. 20, they might take out loans and credit cards in your name. 21, they might threaten your family members, they might threaten your job, they might threaten your pets. If all else fails with a narcissist, they often go into that intimidation, usually followed with a "I'm only joking," to get you to question whether it was a real or a perceived threat. And 22, narcissistic parents might cut you off from other family members and threaten to stop your inheritance. Narcissists might do this a day after you've got no contact. They might do it a couple of days, a week or a month. It all depends on the narcissist you are dealing with. If that individual narcissist fears that you might expose them for who they truly are, depending on the image that narcissist is selling to people. So if that narcissist is selling to people that they are a bully, they're not going to be bothered if you could expose them for being a bully, because that's who they're selling themselves to be to people. If a narcissist fears that you might expose them for not being who they sell themselves to be, most narcissists will up and leave you alone. What can you do when a narcissist is playing these games? Stick to no contact. Stick to no reaction. When they are playing these games, they are doing them to get at you, and they are cycling around them until they find the one that works to get at you. Narcissists do get bored easy. Narcissists do look for sources of supply if their ego is being hurt by you. Some narcissists will keep escalating their games, which is why you need to safely walk away. Block a narcissist on everything, as well as their friends and family. Change phone numbers if you need to, and email addresses. If necessary, get non-molestation orders, restraining orders, protection orders in place, and call the authorities each and every time they break these. Sometimes we can find it difficult calling the authorities because we still class them as somebody who might recognise their behaviour as wrong. However, if they're willing to treat you in these ways that they shouldn't treating you, feel free to phone the authorities on them. Sometimes it's the only way to get some to listen. Others, the only way to get them to listen is move miles away from them. You might need to change bank accounts. You might need to change Netflix accounts. Yes, it's annoying. Yes, it's a pain. However, going through these steps, it is worth it when you no longer get unexpected messages from them. Whatever you do, keep yourself safe. I shall add in the description of the video the two sides, the two very different sides to a narcissist after you go no contact. If anyone has any thoughts on the video, or if anyone noticed something a narcissist did after you went no contact that is mentioned in the video, please do add that into the comments for those reading through. There's lots of different resources in the video description if you'd like to take a look at those. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.